So this is a beautiful, pristine beach in Arnhem Land, and we're just following some of the boys to look for a certain kind of tree that is the right one to make a spear from.
And apparently it's not too far from the beach, so we're going to follow these Garrthalala legends and grab a couple of spear shafts.
Here we go. Hit it, Yochin. Hit it. Go. This stuff here?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Down the bottom?
Yeah, then.
Simmo, you happy with this, mate? You're going to take it. This is your spear.
Yeah, I'm happy with this. Justin's pointed me in the right direction. So.
Is that where you cut it, just down the base of the tree?
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
First one.
First one.
Pass it down.
It's nice and straight. Get your hands off that, Morgs.
Careful. All right, pass her out. I'm going to make my decision here based on Justin's advice.
I want something with a bit of style.
I want something with a bit of style, please, Just. Bit of flair, preferably pretty light. Booyah.
Oh yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a goodie.
Bit too big for you though.
And another one. You got that, Just? You take that one down. Oh yeah, this is all me. So obviously, they're pretty selective about what trees they're picking. We can't just go into any area and just pick out any tree. It has to be a specific type of tree, and it has to be at a certain age. Obviously, these, just by looking at them, you can tell that they're going to make decent spears, but there are a lot of other little elements that we don't know about their selection process that we're going to find out. But because they've been making these for well over 50,000 years, they know what they're doing. And we're going to be making a few, obviously, and going back to the community and making a whole bunch, because you go through spears pretty quickly. You know, they do break, the prongs come off, so they're not something that you get too attached to because you end up losing them. And a lot of times you spear bigger fish, bigger animals, they'll swim off with it. So they're constantly making new spears all the time out these communities. Go, BJ. Hit it like you hate it.
These saplings that the boys are cutting down are actually a type of ironbark. Garrthalala is the Yolngu name for it, and they're a really slow-growing, really hardy tree, which you can tell by the environment they're growing in. Right on a beach bordered by these red bauxite-laden cliffs. There's very little nutrient in the ground, so they grow very slowly. Here we go, boys. Have you killed a wallaby with a spear? Yeah? You got one? Now what do? We take the skin off. What's the...
Take this layer off, this first layer off.
Just sliding. Show me what to do there, Justo.
Like that?
Okay,
so that's the colour we want.
So this Garrthalala tree is actually a multi-use tree. It's obviously used for spears, but also East Arnhem Land is the home of the didgeridoo, and these trees get hollowed out naturally. The internal layer gets hollowed out naturally by termites, leaving a hollow tube, which is perfect for didgeridoos, or the Yolngu name for that is yadaki. Thirdly, they are used for building houses. What else? Larrakich. So, and larrakich, of course. Yeah, larrakich is a big burial pole where a large tree is hollowed out and you put the person or the ashes inside. You put the bones inside. Oh yeah, and so it can become a ceremonial artifact as well. So, really multi-purpose tree. Okay. All right, you're gonna chamfer the end. Why do we do? Why do we do this bit?
Make it easy for
Prongs.
So put this sharp end in there and bang it in with the rock.
Yeah.
So the idea here is that they're binding the end of the spear, and what they're going to do is forcibly smack these prongs into it, and this is a safety measure to prevent the shaft splitting.
It's unbelievable.
So obviously this is the modern day version of a Yungul spear. In times gone past, the wire prongs were possibly stingray barbs, and the binding agent was either a piece of particular bark or even a kangaroo tendon.
But in terms of practicality, these new materials are the go with hunting. Wow, that is awesome.
Look at that, you can put so much force on it purely
copper.
because it's held in there. So that is almost the finished product. The last phase of this is to cut these off at the right length and sharpen them, and perhaps put a little bit of sealant over here. But I'm ready to go. I've got a spear that's been made by these guys who've been making spears since they were 5 years old, and I'm going to get a lot of joy out of that. I'm as happy as a 10-year-old kid with a new cricket bat. We've spent the morning making spears with the boys on the beach just over there, and they've kindly brought us to this glorious, really shallow tidal creek quite close to the community to give the spears a test run. What the go is here, we'll have a little spear here and then head out later tonight and do more hunting at night, maybe go for some barra or some mullet and stingrays as well. But what you'll notice is Cam is actually using a spear thrower. The nationwide terminology is called a woomera. Locally they're called gulpul. And what it does, it allows him to apply force for a longer period of time to the spear. And basically he will get a more powerful throw. BJ is using his finger and he can get power on the spear only through the arc of his arm, whereas Cam has got an extra 60 centimetres that he can apply force at the back end of his throw and all the way to the front end of his throw, allowing his spear to get a lot more speed and power through the water.
Yeah, there's some action.
What is that?
Here? Coming this way?
Not a problem.
Take him down if you can do it, BJ, because...
I don't want to get a spear lock on. Here we go.
Go, Red.
There.
Where?
There.
Oh, man.
I feel like the fish are pretty safe around us, Morgs.
Absolutely. My mode of operation is just get it in the general direction.
You'd be better off beating him to death with the other end of the spear.
Believe it or not, there's actually more life out here at night than there is during the day. A lot of creatures, and sea creatures in particular, that are hiding during the day will come out over these flats and into these mangroves once the sun goes down. And they're relatively easy to hunt because they're sometimes oblivious to us creeping up on them and stalking up on them, and then we just plant a spear in them. Another one. It's really shallow in this area at the moment, and I can see dozens of trepang. And trepang are these guys, black sea slug. And these guys have huge historical importance for our country because these are the first recorded internationally traded object, and the Macassans, who are from the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia, have been coming to the north coast of the Northern Territory for 600 years, right up until the last century. And they would come here and they would trade objects with the Yungul to take these back home. First they would drive them along the coast in sort of semi-permanent camps and then take them back to Indonesia and trade them. Some of the objects that they traded with the Yungul were alcohol, tobacco, other hunting materials, fishing hooks, and a really important one was steel. And then that's when the Yungul started using steel for their spearheads, and then that replaced stingray barbs, rocks, other materials. So these guys have a direct relationship with these guys. And the Macassans had a really profound effect on the Aboriginal people of North Australia. They'd been communicating, and some of them actually assimilated into Yungul culture and vice versa. Some of the Yungul actually went over to Indonesia and lived out their lives there. And sometimes a Yungul would have a Macassan wife and a Macassan would have a Yungul wife. So there's been a long-standing relationship with the Indonesians and the Yolngu of this place. And that relationship is probably not reported enough at schools, etc., because it's of vital importance and it shaped our country, I suppose. And it also, you know, the afternoons out here, it's just a really incredible period because, not just because of the fishing, it cools off and all the spectacular colours become really vivid in Arnhem Land. So it's just an awesome time to be out on the water. It's a pretty special place. Life's pretty good. Two metres of water.
Turn this way, nah?
You left?
Yeah, left.
Yo.
We've gone along the side. We will check that corner there.
Oh yeah, the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
Isn't it? Look how
This is
still
so
it is.
Cool. Here we go. What's Yolngu for small?
Numakuli.
Numakuli.
Or
Saying there. There.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got him.
Got him.
Yep.
Got him. Yes. What
Yep.
was that?
Brim, I reckon.
Bit big for a brim.
Yeah, we got him. Oi. Oh,
Mother-in-law. Morwong.
Good shot.
Lovely
God.
shot.
He was so still.
So that's a Morwong. That's our first shot for the night. And that fish was just sitting absolutely dead still, even though the boat was almost right on top of it. And that shows that these nocturnal fish, or at night, they're not ready for what's about to happen. They're just sitting still, quite comfortable in their camouflage.
And then bang, here comes Mr. Three-Pronged Spear.
Incredible, the density of fish.
Yo, go, go, go.
Got
Yes, you got him. Little barra?
mullet.
Mullet. Hey, good one.
Oh, well done, Cam.
Sea mullet, hey? Bang. Good nutter, good food.
Highly prized, really highly prized around here. They got a really oily flesh that cooks well on the fire, eh? Nice and fatty too.
Good eating fish.
Yeah, they are. Silly games. Yes, that is a
What is it?
headshot.
What do you get?
Have a look at that. That's a shark in the head. You like the little sharks to eat? Is that right? Looks like me when I used to have my orthodontist and my braces.
Hey, hey, dong.
You gonna take him?
Keep him. Yeah, bang him on the head. Put him out of misery. Bang. Good shot.
Oh, it's a biggie. He's got him again. He's
Got
got him
him.
again.
Oh, man.
look at that.
Every time in the head.
Back of the head every time. That's
Yeah.
incredible. We've got a number of things working in our favour at the moment. It's a really calm night. There's not much breeze. Neap tides mean there's not much water movement at all and no moon. So these fish are really not prepared for what's about to happen. It's in a row.
Bang. Cam, you are unbelievable.
Oh, there's a crocodile, look.
Crocodile. Point in him.
Oh, he's just gone under.
In that little creek. So we've just come into this creek and already we've seen half a dozen barramundi just in the mouth and a crocodile. And just fish everywhere, like absolutely everywhere, like right there, right there, right there. So we're anticipating pulling a few things out of here, particularly when we've got Cam and Shawnee up the front with spears. These two are some of the best in Arnhem Land.
They're the best because they do it every day. Every single day they're out hunting.
Get the stingray. You got him? You gonna get him? So point on that light there, Mike.
There he is, he's moving.
Here you go.
He's a big one.
Got him.
That's one in the bum. There he goes. Go.
Hang on,
Keep
I've
an
got
eye
to
on it.
reverse
Keep an
first.
eye on
I've got
it.
to reverse first. Hang on. Wait, sorry. Hold on.
Manjok is the Yolngu name for these guys. A highly prized delicacy.
Yep. Game, set, match.
That's the two card trick, I think.
Garrthalala.
What can I do? You want another Garra?
This one is got barb in it.
Barb in it. Dangerous one.
Yeah.
Tail's in the mouth. You got that flesh?
Garpo.
Garpu.
Yeah.
get rid of that. That's a dangerous end of
Wow,
town.
it's a big barb. They're the ones I used to use on Garra, eh?
Yo, Margot.
How are you talking with that in your mouth?
Asking him questions.
Still having a
Right.
conversation.
Worst interview ever today.
Oh,
He's gone.
He's gone.
no, the barb's gone. Has he got two barbs?
Show me that barb.
Got two the big one's gone. Yeah, waka.
Jeez. Nah, Garrthalala?
Yo, Gapri.
Garrthalala.
You go that way. I'll keep this torch away.
That's how we take the barb out.
Yo, slice it down there.
Like we bite the end
Yo.
and we use kalpu.
So this is one of the barbs.
Yeah.
One of two. The other one was a bit bigger, wasn't
The
it?
other one was about longer than this one.
So when we're making spears today, when we're talking about the old days, that's what they use instead of the prongs that we put in. Has that got poison on it, Sean?
Yes, it
So
does.
if we touch it, we shouldn't touch it?
Yeah.
No, as long as you don't have broken skin.
Just hold the back part, but then because usually that it's
Wow.
gone like that.
That is deadly.
So that's got reverse facing barbs on it.
Yeah, reverse. So when you actually stab somebody,
Yo,
you gotta like actually
it
push
through.
it in.
push it through.
Yeah, push it through.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I'm gonna keep that. Can I keep that?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's not just... No.
No? Alright, I'm gonna throw it over.
Yeah.
Not wrong, but you know, minlock.
Let's not have one of those in the gunnel.
When I'm older, I get to keep them, but not at the moment. Still too young. Anyway, let's keep going. Barramundi, everything.
Let's go.
Barra.
You probably go there, Morgs. Coming.
There it is.
Get him.
Got it. Yep, you got it. Yep. Kill shot.
Right in the head, all right.
Oh, it's a smallie, but a goodie. Barramundi, they're just cruising in really tight to these mangroves, and it's pretty challenging actually spearing them. But there's our first one. Well done, Cam.
That was like a golf shot. Had to go under the first lot of trees. Well played. Ah, well done,
Well done.
Cam. You freak.
Here we go. Here we go. Yes! Good boy. Got him. Good shot. That was such a good shot.
Well, I wasn't going to get the second half of them.
Don't you dare lose him, Cameron.
Uh-oh, careful.
Okay.
Oh!
Nah.
Somehow he's got that spear through there.
Yep. Oh, lovely shot. Bang.
Awesome,
He
Camo.
was not going anywhere.
Again, the headhunter.
Look at those red eyes. I don't know if the camera can pick up those red eyes, but that's what's given them away in these mangroves. We're just cruising past, and a lot of other fish we don't see because they don't have that reflective eye. But those guys stand out like dog's balls. That's it. Hey, Barra, good one. Come on.
Go closer, go closer.
Come.
There he is, he's coming.
Got in.
Still there, PJ? He's
got
not
him.
still on it. Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Another headshot just quietly, I think.
Oh, another headshot.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
Easy. Oh, another one. Another headshot.
Well done, Cam.
Well done. Can I get some credit at the back here? I mean, are you guys just stealing our credit? What about the workman-like display of driving at the back here? Hey? Nothing.
Well,
Silence.
You can frame it as much.
Unappreciated.
You can frame driving as many difficultly as you want. Shut up, Morgan.
Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. Where would you like to go, sir?
Oh, right.
I know where my talents lie, and they're not up the front of the boat. You don't really need a degree to hold a torch either, Simpson, so just get off your high horse.
All right, here's a shot at the sports business.
Wow, there's so many fish here. Hey. Oh, take your pick, Cam. Got him. Headshot.
Greenie? He's on the run. Simpson.
Hey. Cambo. Rambo. Good mullet. Good shot, man. Good shot. Good one.
Oh, come on, man.
Good one. Yeah, motor up, yep.
Stop.
Motor up, yep. Motor up. Neutral, motor up.
Vicious.
Just keep an eye out for old snappy snapper. Because I've seen one just over there. There he is. It's on the bank. Got a few metres head start, so I'll get going. All right, that's enough. Enough for me, anyway. Hey! I'm on high alert when I'm in the water at night. Oh, God.
You handle that pretty well. Shall we head back and have a cook up with the family now? What do you reckon? Spent.
Cam, Shawnee, can't thank you enough. Guys, this has just been another
You guys are just legends.
day I won't forget too quickly. Seriously, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fishing the Wild would like to sincerely thank the traditional owners and custodians of Garrthalala. Dungala Munungu, Yanamu Munungu, Durambil Munungu. If you are new to Fishing the Wild and enjoy our content, then consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel, as it helps us keep creating more free episodes. You can do that by hitting the like and subscribe buttons below and following the links to our Instagram and Facebook pages, where you can find a lot more Fishing the Wild related content.
And if you'd like to know more about the Northern Territory or how to plan your own adventure, then head to northernterritory.com. Links for this and other information about this particular episode are also below in the description area. Catch you later.